Hi, YouTubies! It's me, Zachary Michael. Also, sorry, I'm thirsty. Ooh, I think I'm down to just ice. That sucks. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Anyways, should have refilled. Well, the gag is I filled it up right before I went live today on Twitch. So, damn, I'm gonna really have to piss later. I'm really gonna have to piss later. Anyways, that's besides the point. We're here to watch Lori Beth 428. Now, if y'all are Lori Beth, because I do think I found some like Lori Beth 428 experts who have found me because I've started making content about her. I know that she does have a little bit of a following of people that don't care for Miss Ma'am. We are doing retro reacts when it comes to her because I don't know shit about her, and I keep finding stuff out about her by just watching stuff, and it's fascinating to me. Who could care for Miss Ma'am? That's a good question. That's a good question. But anyways, I keep getting asked to react to her talking about her inheritance or her mom's inheritance or something like that. And I do think there was one day when we were looking through her catalog of videos where I came across this one called "My Mother Stole My Son's Inheritance for College, Suing My Mother / Grandmother?" And I was just like, we gotta investigate this. We gotta check this out. I'm so curious. So I guess I'm saying all the stuff about like, oh yeah, we're retro reacting to old stuff because this is from 5 years ago. So it's very possible we might not have, because I just know sometimes people are like, they'll come in and they'll be like, I'm so lost, I'm so confused, I'm so lost, I don't know what's happening. And the gag is I don't either, and we're just gonna watch together and find out. I hope Poe's okay. Y'all hear him yapping? I saw an IG reel about a grandson suing his grandma for breaking his femur because she was so fat. His words. All right, Mona, thanks for sharing, I guess. Okay. There is a prediction that was started with Miss Jamie. Jamie, this might not work. Because this is actually, I think... Oh, wait, no, it does say streamed 5 years ago. Okay, so this is a live stream. I was going to say, I think this might be just a regular video, but it does say... It does, in fact, say streamed live on October 1st, 2020. So anyways, the prediction is, will she get spicy with someone in chat? That's the prediction. That's the prediction. I just went to go look to see if you could see the chat, but I don't see a place to pull it up. So it must not be available for replay. I don't think, because there's the comments down here, and then when you look through here, copyright 2021 Lori Beth 428, all rights reserved. Okay, girl, trying to keep people from reusing her content. Anyways, I don't know. Should we just get into it? Are we gonna watch that video from Darlene that people mentioned yesterday? This one, I need to make major changes in my life. I don't know. If it's a good one, let me know and we can watch it. We can watch it. It's worth watching is what Jamie just said. So yeah, we could potentially watch it tomorrow. It's the change eating a balanced diet. That would be gag of the century. That would be gag of the century. All right, if y'all are ready to get into some Miss Lori Beth 428, could you put some could y'all put some 69s in the chat? That's the words I'm looking for. And if you're tier 2 subbed, you got some golden 69s you can put in the chat. I'd trust Jamie with my life. People have been saying that. Not calling them piss-colored 69s. That's gold, not piss. That's not pee, that's squirt. You know? It's giving that. It's giving that. Alright! Let's get to, shall we? Wait, what is this? What is this? What is in this, like, aquarium? Does she have, like, a reptile? Is that a snake? She got a snake? She got a snake?
A couple more people to get on. If everyone could please give me a thumbs up to let me know that you can hear me.
She is kind of quiet. I'm turning her up a little bit for y'all.
I'm very nervous about doing this.
Very, very nervous about doing this. Something tells me that you don't have to go on a live stream and talk about your mom stealing your son's inheritance for college.
Okay. I'm doing it live just because I don't feel like editing. Comments are turned off.
Work. Oh! Comments are turned off. Comments are turned off, so she can't get spicy with anybody. That's why we can't see chat. There's no replay because she turned it off.
Monetization is on.
Monetization's on. I'm gonna get paid for talking about my family's personal drama.
Okay. Oops. So, this is to my mother, because I know that she watches my YouTube channel, and I didn't want to go public with this, but I have to. I don't know where you are.
Wait, why do you have to go public with this? Wait, what? I mean, I haven't given her a lot of time to explain, but I'm just trying to figure out in what world you would have to go on YouTube and air your dirty laundry with your own mom.
I assume you're somewhere in Arizona. Please don't call me and don't email me. Do it through Burke, or just do what you should be doing. So,
please don't call me or email me, but I will publicly share all of this with all the world.
A couple of things. Back in 2000, I wrote it down. 2007.
Oh, that's the year I graduated from high school.
I had an accident at the YMCA. Their negligence, and I sued the YMCA. And I have all the documentation right here on.
No. Is Burke like her kid? Is Burke her son, maybe? Also, imagine suing the YMCA. Also, what does suing the YMCA have to do with your son's inheritance?
My computer. We got $17,000. I think $3,000 needed to go to the attorney. The rest, I swore in front of a judge that I would put it into an account for my son. I had power of attorney because he was 7. And I then took that money and handed it over to you, my money manager. Because the more money that we had in...
Okay, wait. First of all, is money that you... Is she trying to say the money that she made from, like, as a result of suing the YMCA for their negligence, Is that what she's referring to as his inheritance?
The family account, the more interest we could draw off of that money that helped me live and obviously helped you live as well. You all, from the sale of your house on blank road, close to $1 million, 800 and something thousand paid off. That plus money that I did give you from the sale.
Wait, right. Also, that doesn't sound like what the judge told her to do. It sounds like what she agreed to do is to put the money aside in an account specifically for her son, not give it to her mom to put in some kind of savings account to accrue money.
Of my house, plus inheritance from my father, for me, and for Burke, for school.
Burke must be her son.
Now, you gave me a credit card so that I could use that credit card monthly for groceries and incidentals, and yes, you helped me a lot. Let's forget about my part of what my father left me. I don't even care about the money. Burke is in school. He cannot register for spring classes until he pays the outstanding balance for this semester. Basically, his school is $14,000 a semester. Okay? We have all the financial aid that we can possibly get. He works 2 jobs, and I work.
Uh-huh.
Regardless, if I spend money on, I'm just talking to other people right now, if I spend money on whatever you fucking think I'm spending money on, a tattoo, pair of sneakers, okay, it doesn't matter. And I'm not asking for money from anybody, including my mother. That's not her money.
Wait, I'm still lost at, like, why does your mom have the $17,000 that was supposed to go to your son? Why did she have it to begin with? I don't understand.
So I handed that over to her. Back in 2009, it took 2 years for us to sue them.
Why did you hand it over to her?
Now, you recently, Mom, saw that I opened a GoFundMe for Burke, which we only raised $500, which basically paid for his bedding and his parking and things like that. And you wrote me because you saw the video. And here's what my mother wrote me.
What did she write you?
Sent from her iPad. Okay. Subject line, college for my son. Dear Lori and Burke.
I love that she clarified sent from my iPad, because it takes me out when when older folks leave that in their, like, email signatures. Sent from my iPad. Okay, Diva. Yes, you better. Oh my god, you think Rosie's gonna start sending tweets and posting community tab posts, and it's gonna pop up saying sent from my iPad? From her new iPad. Sorry, that's a spoiler if you haven't watched yet.
I am sorry that you are in a position where you have had to ask your followers for the last $14,000 to send your son to college. First of all, it's 1 semester. Let me help! Exclamation point. First thing I will do is write to the college explaining the predicament. I will beg them for a loan in my name for him to be paid off by me.
Well, I don't think that's how that works, Diva. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think you can just check in with the financial aid office and be like, let me take out a loan to pay for my. I don't think. I don't know. I never worked in financial aid at the college, so I couldn't tell you.
In monthly installments. We will extend the loan and payments until he has graduated. I thought you said you were refused a loan. Well, I will take that amount onto my loan. It will just be payback from.
Yes, you can parent loans. I'm aware of like Parent Plus loans. I've never heard of like a random family member calling up that's not the parent and begging for a loan for. But I don't know. I'm saying, like, either way, I guess if her. Also, though, let's get to the actual important part of this. If her mom wants to take out a loan to help pay for her grandkids' college, let her. Actually, let's go to that part. Let's just let grandma do it. I don't know.
From me for the father's money I've spent. Between banks and the school, you will get what you need. If I need some signatures and documentation for these loans, I will let you know. I have also arranged to make small payments to the collection agency and will proceed to find myself an apartment.
Wait, is her mom in debt?
She didn't pay her rent for a year. So she owes $32,000.
Wait, so if she owes $32,000, in what world is she going to get approved for an additional loan? in what world? It sounds like a mess. It sounds like a mess, and it sounds like a mess for Miss Lori Beth to be putting out onto the internet like this.
And can't get an apartment because hasn't paid that. I was thinking of going to Tempe to find a condo with an extra bedroom and bath for you and a garage for my car or my boy's truck. You have no right to call him your boy anymore after what you've done or haven't done. I understand what you are trying to do for me, and I see the light. I miss Pom Pom. How is she doing? I keep hallucinating that she is by my side. I hope I have put your mind at rest. The best is yet to come. Written to me on August 17th, 2020. I did not respond. I have not heard anything from her. First of all, Mom, colleges don't give loans. So forget about that.
Technically colleges don't give loans, but like somebody at the financial aid office could probably help you get. But that's besides the point.
We are going to apply for scholarships for the 21-22 season. But for right now, he can
like baseball. The 21-22 college baseball season.
Not register for spring classes because he owes $14,000. And it keeps going up. So right now he actually is in arrears $5,000, and then by October 25th, if we don't pay the $5,000, it's $7,000. So
I will say, listen, again, not a financial aid expert, but if you're in situations like this, there's somebody at the college that wants to help you. Like, there's somebody at the college that will help you figure out a plan. And I would say probably start with the financial aid office. But people at the college want you to be successful. As long as this isn't like a for-profit college or something that the kid's in. The for-profit colleges, like, their goal is just to make money. But there's somebody there that wants to help you.
let me help. First thing I will do is write the college explain the predicament. What is the predicament? The predicament is, hold on. Screenshot another.
I don't want to do any editing. Girl, maybe you should have. Maybe you should have.
Letter that you wrote me. Okay. Well, this is from my uncle back in 2011 when my father passed away. Just to let you know, he says, and I'm not going to say the name of my stepsister, blank, got a distribution for the first money in the mail last week. You should call, and then he says the name of the attorney, to find out where yours is. I don't know if it is just being held up because of the name change from my married name to Langer. The first papers used your married name, and my stepsister's uncle is apparently away on vacation for a month and has to re-sign the papers in which he resigned as trustee. So my father had made my uncle and my stepsister's uncle trustees of this annuity. If I were you, I'd call up the attorney to find out what is happening with the money for the blank annuity. That's the part where the money goes to you and Burke separately. The rest of the pooled trust will take a while to divide since we're going to have to pay 2011 tax on the blank annuity, which wasn't sold until 2011. When that money was dispersed, a portion was given to me, and then there was a portion given to Burke. And I gave it to my mother.
Again, why did you give this to your mom? So now it sounds like not only did you give your mom the settlement money from the YMCA, or like maybe settlement's not the right word, but you also gave your mom Burke's inheritance from your father passing away? So it sounds like honestly, truly, it sounds like your mom's kind of awful if she did spend all of that money. But also, you should have made sure that got to your son to begin with. like it sounds like both of y'all are the problem, to be honest. And it to me sounds like the only person that should really be mad about anything is your son, who's getting screwed over. She's not telling the whole story. There's something missing. Are you just like speculating that, or do you know? Because I do know that there's some people in here that know the Lori Beth lore and tea.
To put in the pool. Now, granted, yeah, we went on cruises afterwards, and now she's saying that I don't get that because, she's paid for things for me, whatever. But Burke's was supposed to go into a special account. Let me find that screenshot that my mother wrote me on her birthday of this year, 2/24/20. That money for Burke from my father, which I believe was $30,000.
You believe?
Was supposed to.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know why she didn't just put it in a special account. Why? You're his mother. Make sure it gets where it's supposed to go. I don't truly understand how this works, but I'm kind of surprised that like it wasn't like court ordered to just like go into some special account. Like you didn't have to get that already set up. Like to me, it doesn't make sense that it would get into your account first before it like, but I don't know how those things work. I just assumed that like the court would be like, you set up a special account that's only able to be used, but I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to fuck up. I know Lori Beth is gonna find it. It does seem like that. Can I ask a question? Why is she just trying to figure out where the money is and all that? I'd assume you would try to find all this out before college. I mean, that's also a great question. I know college is just like extremely inaccessible financially to so many people. Um, but it's confusing to me that you would commit to going to a college that costs $17,000 a month without having like a real clear financial plan for that. Or in this case, like having figured out what is going on with this like money that you thought you had saved up for your child's college that is maybe not there anymore. Um, but what do I know? Seven. Oh, I didn't mean per month. I meant per semester. I meant per semester. I'm so sorry. I misspoke. I misspoke. Per semester.
Go into a special account for him for school, just for school. Okay, so I handed it over to my mother.
If it's ASU, someone's lying about how much it is. She lives in California, so I don't know where her kid goes. It sounds like her mom is in Arizona. So if you're making the assumption about Arizona State University off of that, I think that's just where her mom currently is living. As far as I know, Lori Beth is a resident of California. So I don't know.
Now, why did I do this? I mean, my mother was like my best friend. I trusted her with all of this, and it did help. It helped our financial situation because, like I said, and like she had said, you have that capital. It yields more interest the more capital that you have. And I'm not going to beat myself over the head for having given that money to my mother who I trusted.
But your son's money wasn't yours to give to anybody. You do what you want to do with your own money. But your son's money was not yours to play with. So maybe you should beat yourself up over it. A little bit.
I'm just not, okay? So this is why I turned comments off. I don't want to hear all garbage of people saying, do this, do that, whatever. If you really feel like you have a solution, you can email me and tell me what you think the solution is.
Imagine me emailing her a solution 5 years later. Almost 6 years later, actually, because this was October 2020. Imagine.
Not for Burke now to go into the army or to maybe.
Ooh, let me let Joseph in just a second. Come on in. Come in here, buddy. Come on in. The Twitch chat would love to see you. They'd love to say hi. They'd love to say hi. They would love. Say hi. Listen, I would never steal Poe's inheritance. I would make sure all of his inheritance made its way to him.
Take a gap year or all these other ridiculous things. No. He is in school. She needs to step up. Take a loan. I don't care.
Is that not what she... First of all, is that not what she offered to do in the email she sent to you?
Where you are, what you're doing. You can pay the school directly. You know where he goes. You can contact him. He will give you his account. They don't care where the money is coming from. They just want the money. You need to pay the money.
It's so loud. I think that's because she just got louder. I think she just started yelling. I'll turn her down a little bit. I think she just started yelling, so my apologies. Girl, you said she has $32,000 in collections. Nobody's giving her a loan. Well, also that part. I'm a litigation paralegal in California and deal with settlements with minors. She broke a court order. I don't know shit about fuck, but something about that didn't seem right to me.
So my mother writes me and says, Lore, I thought it would be easiest on our relationship if I emailed you information about the monies that you refer to when we speak. That way we do not interrupt each other or get our thoughts expressed in a heated manner. As for the sum of $11,000 that Burke received from the YMCA, I threw that number in the air because that's what originally I think the YMCA came back with. But we got $17,000, Mom, not 11. $17,000 of which we paid $3,000, no more than that, for the attorney. There is a cap because the YMCA is a nonprofit, I believe, or whatever. There's a cap, so we couldn't sue in the 20,000s. But we didn't get 11,000. We got 17, and 3,000 was paid to the lawyer. So you're coming up with this $11,000 because that's the number that I remembered, and I fought with the YMCA through my lawyer to up the money as much as we could because I am the master negotiator.
Wait, what? What a weird thing to include. What a weird thing to include after everything we've listened to thus far. No, girl, you're an awful negotiator. You just handed over thousands of dollars to your mom. Like, you're dumb.
And he broke 4 fingers in 2 places with compound fractures. He literally, he was 7 and he was tiny, and a table fell on his hand. He had compound fractures, which means it was cut 2 places, 4 fingers down to the bone, and broke all those fingers. His hand turned black. He was a knitter at the time. He was in
He was a 7-year-old knitter? He was knitting at 7 years old? What? All right, work. Work. She tells stories the way Rosie tells stories. It's kind of crazy that she went from like yelling at seemingly the top of her lungs to like immediately like somber tone to tell this story about her son getting injured at the YMCA and being quiet and somber.
Was he in 1st grade or 2nd grade? 1st grade, I believe. 1st grade. Stitches, scars.
Okay.
He could have lost his fingers when I think about it, like, whatever.
Well, I'm glad he didn't, Lori.
So she says, as for the sum of the $11,000 that Burke received from the YMCA due to his accident for which they were responsible, you asked me to... See, my mother knows how to word this so that I can't take her to court. You asked me to put it in an investment account designated for Burke. On the advice, this is all bullshit, by the way. My mother says whatever she needs to say. She's a very smart, conniving woman. On the advice of investment counselors, I opened a UTMA account in his name, which could not be touched because it is an education account only and can only be used for future education costs for Burke.
So then where's the money? So then where is the money?
It was invested into various funds which hopefully would grow. Recently, it came to my attention that when the time came for Burke to seek scholarship and educational loans, any money given to him by school, state, or other means would first deduct said amount from the UTMA account. Had I been advised of this, I never would have set up such an account since your family's financial situation is going to rely heavily, if not wholly, on scholarships and loans. I've been denied loans, so... And I doubt Google can get a loan, and I think Burke's been denied loans. Under these circumstances, I have closed this account and transferred the funds.
What? I don't even know what a UTMA account is. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't understand. If this money is in an account somewhere, why can we not just give it to Burke so that he can use this? Why are we why are we airing out this dirty laundry on YouTube? It's almost impossible for a student to be not denied loans. Well, that's also what I'm confused about. I don't understand why. I just think about like the amount of loans that like people I went to school with were just like given. And I'm just like, I don't know. He might be in like some serious debt, but I find it hard to believe that there's nothing that can be done. But Uniform Transfers to Minors Act account is a custodial brokerage account that lets an adult hold and manage assets for a child without setting up a formal trust. They're just youth savings accounts, so no one is looking at them and deducting that amount from loans and scholarships. Yeah, it sounds like what the grandma is trying to suggest is that because of that money exists, he's now unable to take out other loans without first using that. But even if that's the case, then why wasn't that money not at some point used for college? I mean, this is like beyond the scope of my knowledge of like how schools function and money. Like, I really fucking don't know. It's just none of it's really adding up or making sense to me. Unlike 529 plans, a college fund, with a UTMA, there are no contribution limits, and the funds can be used for any purpose that exclusively benefits the child. All right, well, let's just see what else Lori has to say.
Into my personal account.
Wait.
Alone, and I think Burke's been denied loans. Under these circumstances, I have closed this account and transferred the funds into my personal account, which will be given to Burke after he receives any scholarships and loans. Because I do not want to do anything that is not in keeping with the rules and regulations on these types of accounts. If transferring accounts infers this, then the $11,000 will be given to him as it relates to all other school costs, and also any and all taxes and fees.
Just give him the money then. Just give him the $11,000. What is going on? It sounds like Lori and her mom are both suspicious as hell. Just give him the money at this point. I mean, I think it's long gone is what is going on here. I think what's going on is this money just no longer exists. But damn, this poor kid getting the short end of the stick.
Or penalties will be paid if necessary. So there cannot be any further discussion of this $11,000 until Burke is settled into his new college 2 years from now. The money is in lockdown, as they say, Mom. 227 people on please give me thumbs up so at least I can make a teeny bit of money from this video that I have to tell everybody my personal life because I'm trying to read.
She is unwell. What? The way that switched like that. I think she just said 227 people, period. That was insanity.
My mother. I cannot call her. She will say whatever she needs to say. Hi. The voice will be very, very high. I have no idea where she is. She needs, Mom, if you're watching, and I don't know. You need to call the school. You need to call Burke. You need to text him. You need to email him. Once it is all done, I will take down this video.
Well, this video is still up, so I guess it never happened. happened. I guess it never happened.
But I need to publicly, quote unquote, shame you, because this should not be happening. How can you do this to Burke? How can you do this to your grandson? And then you call him my boy? He's not your boy. You have ruined my relationship. Forget about me. You've ruined your relationship with Burke. You need to do the right thing.
Does Burke know that you're the one that like gave his money away? I think you both ruined your relationships with Burke, to be honest.
Given money by me. I don't even know how to go about.
Sue her.
Who wants to sue their mother? I don't even know how to go about doing it. I don't have the funds to do it. I can't. I don't know where she is. I don't know where she lives. If she lived in Massachusetts, I'd have to go to Massachusetts. This could take years. I'm not asking for $30,000 or $100,000. I'm asking for, let's just say, so that we can breathe easy. I'm going to apply for he's going to apply for scholarships for 21-20 school year. But for now, we need the money for fall semester and spring semester, or else he won't be able to go to school. And there's no reason. 245 people, 55 thumbs up. Okay.
Despectful pieces of shits. There's 245 people and only 55 thumbs up. It makes me think of, there's a clip from Big Brother, was it 6? I think Big Brother 6. April Big Brother 6, the fans of this show. I wonder if is this the gif of it? This is the gif. Are you ready? The fans of this show are all pieces of shit! That's what she's saying about the people in her live stream right now. You all are pieces of shit. How dare you not thumbs up the live stream? 245 of you watching and only 55 that have liked it.
Whatever. You know the school he goes to.
You know.
Call Burke. Get the telephone number for financial aid. Call Burke. He will give you because my mother won't even send. How convenient. All of a sudden, she won't even send a gift, like an Apple Watch or money or anything in the mail, because she doesn't trust the mail anymore.
She won't send Apple Watches anymore.
That's very convenient. And then when she came here, she was going to give me $1,000 and Burke $1,000, and none of that materialized. That should have been in your hand right away. Where is it? I know you're not rich anymore. Did you spend it all? If you spent it all, I don't care. You need to take a loan somehow. I don't know, sell your car.
I hate when my mom doesn't send my kid an Apple Watch when she's $36,000 in debt. Sell your car. It's that easy, Diva. How about you just sell your car?
Sell your car, take the money, and pay for Burke's school, because I gave you that money from my father and from the YMCA. And I shouldn't be having to even go through this. Burke is stressed out.
The gag is you wouldn't be going through this if you would have just put it in an account yourself for your son to only be touched by your son.
He has 2 jobs and full-time school. You went to undergraduate school. You got your master's. Your parents worked, Grandpa worked 3 jobs. Grandma worked 2 jobs to send you, Bobby, and Murray to school.
Okay. Well, using that logic, then you get a job, Diva. You get a job to send your kid to school. Her being like, your parents paid for you, so you should pay for my kid. That's not the logic you think it is. You saying your parents paid for you to go to school, that logic is saying, well, then you're his parent, so you should pay for him to go to school.
Never would have done something like this to their grandson or me. How can you do this to Burke? Forget about me. Whatever issues you have, forget about me. You have to go and pay whatever you can. You have to take a loan on credit cards. You flew here first class. You stayed for a month in California twice at the Monarch. No, what was the other one? The Monarch or begins with an M.
Girl.
Thousands and thousands. And then you say that at 81 years old, you have the right to do that. You're going...
Miss Ma'am is 81? 81 years old? And you're saying, sell your car. I'm sure your 81-year-old mother can just walk in her non-walkable city that she lives in to wherever she needs to go at 81 years old.
To do that, that's fine, but not at the expense of Burke's college. And even when you were here, you sat here and you said, I'm not taking a loan. What about his father? Well, what about his father? His father's not stepping up or can't. And I can't. I've done everything I can. We shouldn't have to. The money was left for that specific reason. You even said it in your latest video, the money that I gave you.
And her mom had a channel? Her mom was making videos?
I have everything recorded with my phone when you sat here. I have documentation.
Maybe she just said video and she meant email.
I can call the attorney that I used for the YMCA. I can call the attorney that my uncle and father used for his estate. And I can call Brookline Bank and show around these dates the lump sums that were transferred into your account.
Not call a psychiatrist. She needs to call somebody. It is wild that she's putting her mom's business like this onto the internet.
So this is my plea. That you do this. Do the right thing. Figure out a way for Burke. He only has 2 years, and already the college experience is, with the virus and everything, is not.
Oh, this is during the pandemic.
This is his one and only time. And I don't trust you. You didn't come to his high school graduation the day before. You texted me saying you didn't feel well. So I guess, I don't know, do you not care? I can't believe you don't care. How can you not care about that baby that supposedly you loved so much?
Also, I think it's reasonable that an 81-year-old woman may not feel good enough for going and attending a high school graduation.
And through all this, I still love you. I still love you.
That's feeling manipulative.
I still love you.
I just spent 23 minutes raking you across the coals, but I'll give you the last 20 seconds of this video to say I still love you. All right, I have a couple things I wanna investigate further. Okay. First of all, let me go back to her channel. But then second of all, I wonder if I just search Lori Beth 428 mom. Oh, meet my mother. What is this? I don't know about that. Subscribe to my channel. I just want to see if she has like if her mom has a channel. Lunch with my mom. Oh, that's her mom right there.
My mother and I are at Charlie's for, well, it's actually...
Wait, also, this is a video from 2012. She's gone back in time to add a copyright 2025 Lori Beth 428 all rights reserved copyright stamp on this. I was hoping that it might have like a link to a mom's channel or something, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I think she just misspoke when she said my mom's video. I think she meant my mom's email or something like that. I also... Raw unedited vlog Carol's outfit of the day. Yeah, I just feel like... I feel like she probably had a... I don't think she had a channel. But I don't know. The other thing I wanted to search for, though, on her channel is to see if her son ever graduated from college. Like, let's just look up the word college. GoFundMe campaign for help with college. Oh, that's the GoFundMe in question that she talked about. Big Salads, streamed 4 years ago. My driver's license was not suspended. I am done. I will not do this anymore. Dermal. They are garbage people. Is this the one we watched already? Did we already watch this one?
Yeah, that's a Good Friday doobie. Good Friday doobie. You're not eating Mommy's hand, you're eating the cookie. Yeah, you're eating the cookie. Oh, too close. I don't know why I got the smalls. I'm getting... Exactly, they're a garbage person and they have to live with it. But I'm just pointing out that it's garbage. Look at a little tongue.
Garbage person. You have to live with that.
Exactly, they're a garbage person and they have to live with it. But I'm just pointing out that it's not just me that these people do this stuff to. It's people that...
Oh, girl, I don't know. Okay, so none of this is suggesting. Should I do graduation? Should we search graduation? I'm getting far from the plot. Vlog Burke's prom. Burke graduates. Oh. Burke's 8th grade graduation. I'm a big drunk guy. Boot camp manufacturing graduation, the lake. Well, this is 12 years ago. These women are so jealous. Oh, this is from the Gossip Bakery. Why is she just posting people talking about her from the Gossip Bakery? I guess it's spelled B-E-R-K, yeah. The Burke graduates one is 4 years ago, so it might be relevant. I just want to know if he made it through. Girl, was that her? Or was that me? Was that her or was that me? Also, we can just search the transcript. Okay. It still smells like man.
I'll go down a little bit and make this part dark. Make this part light. But like, still smells like man perfume. Hi Irma. I mean, Burke did walk, but he still has summer school to finish up 2 electives. So technically, he hasn't graduated, but you know. Okay, really quick, I want to talk about Kim Kardashian and Marilyn Monroe's dress.
Oh my god. Not wanting to talk about Kim Kardashian and the Marilyn Monroe dress. Yeah, okay. So I guess maybe he did graduate from... Maybe he did graduate from college. I wonder if there's any other short videos of her just being crazy that we can watch real quick. Oh yeah, we already watched the Am I a Lesbian? I Didn't Get a Job. Doing My Hairs. The casualties of vaping. We did do that. Shut up and listen. I'm kidding, LOL. Do you think she has any, like, what if we sorted by most popular? 7.1 earthquake during my ASMR.
This is green. This is Essie. First timer. Oh my god, earthquake. Shoot, this is an earthquake. It's going on right now. Oh my god. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. Oh my god. It's still the earthquake. Oh. Oh my god, it's more. You guys, I'm scared. Oh shit. It's not ending. Oh, it's the scariest feeling. Oh my god. It's still happening. Why doesn't it stop? Holy shit. It's not stopping. It's not stopping. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so sorry. That was just wait.
I'm sorry for laughing, but like
too long. Did you? I don't know if you could see.
I
Everyone's
couldn't.
going crazy. It lasted so long.
Me. It lasted so long.
I don't even know what to do when that happens. What do you do? Do I just sit here and watch my blinds move? And of course, my dogs are just totally unfazed. They think we're gonna have a few more. Oh my god.
Who's they? Who's they? They think we're gonna have a few more. Who's they? Okay, I wanna see her really complaining. I wanna see her just really losing the plot. I don't know if we're gonna find that easily, though. I don't know if we're gonna... Does my ass look good in these jeans? You need to find the one where someone sent her pizza during a live, or another one where animal control showed up. She's had some crazy drunk lives too. I woke up in the middle of the night when I was like 10 years old because my bed was shaking. And I remember thinking, oh, I guess I'm going to die. But then I just fell right back asleep. When I was in college and undergrad, I live in the Midwest. We don't get earthquakes. But for some reason, it was probably probably 2008. 2008, I was laying in bed in my dorm room, freshman in college, and I got woken up in the middle of the night by an earthquake, and I thought somebody was physically in my room shaking my bed. Turns out it was just an earthquake, and I'd never experienced that before. I'd just never experienced that before. I experienced a frack quake in Oklahoma. Oh, is that a thing? Is that a thing? A frack quake? You were in Missouri. There is a fault line in southern Missouri. I was in KC for 10 years and felt 2 earthquakes. Well, I wasn't in Missouri. But I was nearby Missouri. I was nearby Missouri. I was in Edwardsville, Illinois. But I hear you, Diva. I hear you and I see you, and thank you so much for sharing about that, because you're so right. You're so correct. Yeah, maybe we're done. Maybe we're done. Wait, can I sort her lives by most popular? Maybe that's what we need. Devastating sad news live? That's not, my car was repossessed live? Girl, what is this hair?
I have you in the kitchen because I'm cooking dinner. I just got home. I'm gonna wait for more people to get on because I'm not sure I'm leaving this up.
I'm gonna have to slow her down because I can't understand what she's saying.
Oops. Hi Cole, hi Sherry, hi Vicky, hi Cindy.
Get to the part where you talk about your car being repossessed.
Thank you, Angel Tears. Something terrible on my Instagram. Something terrible happened. Hey Joe. Hey. I don't have my car anymore. I'll probably start crying during part of this video, so that should make for good entertainment for everyone who doesn't like me or whatever. But I woke up this morning, was getting ready for work. Can you hear me okay? Thank you, Vicky.
Mary Rose, thanks so much for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it. Buy a journal, girl. Now listen, that doesn't help Amber Lynn.
So, I woke up this morning, I was getting ready for work, and I went out to get stuff from my laundry room, which is outside on my patio. And, I looked and my car wasn't there. And like I went back in the house and I just kept staring at like the parking space, like am I seeing things? Am I looking in the right place? Did Bert take my car yesterday? I was like, it's a really terrible feeling when your car isn't there. And I woke Bert up. I'm like, Bert, my car's not there. And he's like, what? And he looked. So I thought, you know, maybe he took it when I was sleeping. I went to bed really early last night because I've been just tired and learning my job and stuff.
Oh, she has a job
so
at this point.
And I said, my car, I live it here. My car is not there.
Well, girl, if you weren't paying for it, then why were you surprised? It's also crazy that, I mean, I guess since she's willing to air her own dirty laundry, maybe it's not crazy. But it's just like, maybe it's not surprising now that she's willing to come on here and be like, yeah, my mom is $32,000 in debt from not paying for rent. When she's willing to come on and be like, hey, y'all, I didn't pay my car payment, so my car got repossessed.
And they said, what's the license plate? And I, of course, you know, had to look for the license plate number, and then they said it was repossessed. Which my mother had been threatening to do.
Oh, it was her mother! Wait, it's her mom's fault!
Well, my mother was threatening to call the police and tell them that I stole it. See, my mother and I bought 2 cars together. She took the loan out on both, and I paid her every single month since I got the car. But then when I had the second knee surgery, I asked her if I could, since I was looking for a job.
Wait, what? When did this happen? This is 7 years ago. This was before she even got on. This is 2 years before she got onto the live stream we just watched. Because this was, the one we just watched was October 2020. This one's October 2018. Wow.
If I could pay, I said, I'm really, really low on money. Can I pay you for the car? We put it towards the end, so if I don't pay a couple months, plus I had paid for her insurance a few months when she couldn't. And,
Pixie Kale, thanks for subscribing at tier 1. I appreciate it.
She's like, you just don't worry about it. You just pay me. We'll just add it on to the end of the loan, like 6 more months if I had, whatever. And I was like, okay. And
Calamity Cass, thanks so much for 6 months of subscribing at tier 1. Appreciate it.
And then stuff changed between us. And she changed her mind. And everything just got all weird and everything. And I ended up having to block her because her texts were really bothering me while I was trying to look for work. Not just bothering me. Someone's going to just clip that. She blocked her mother because she was bothering her. She's so selfish. Think. Be a little, not so myopic. Don't, you have to think of, I'm not a horrible person. I don't just block for no reason. My mother's my only family.
You block the person who's paying your car loan. No, for real. For real, girl. How about you think? Diva?
I'll just say right now, if there are any fucking haters on, fuck you. In fact, at work, I was saying, I was telling people, every time the phone rings and no one's there, I'm like, it's probably one of my haters. She was like, what do you mean? Because, I have a YouTube channel. And
Love my
there's a whole
Miss L. Reed, thanks so much for the 100 bits. Appreciate it.
gossip site designed where these women, my age, women like mid-50s, not even kids, go on there, screenshot things, look into things, and gossip all day long.
Patrazzi 75, thanks so much for 3 months of Prime, appreciate it.
About people that make videos, and she was just like, don't they have a life? It's like, and she doesn't watch any YouTube. Not into YouTube at all, so she had no idea. It's like, it sounds bizarre, right? So I know that out of 171 people, some of you are there, and I have to address it first because it just pisses me off. But anyway, so I blocked my mother until I got a job and I had her blocked since, because I needed positivity in my life, and my mother was saying things to me.
Are we on the front page or something? This is weird. What do you mean? What's weird? What's weird?
Like, oh, you know, when you get that great job and all this, and I was trying so hard, I just couldn't have that. I just couldn't hear it. And then when I got the job, like, it was so sad. She was the first person I wanted to call.
Love my crema. We.
I just wanted to let you know, Zach, you inspired me to go get my nails painted yesterday for the first time in my life. As a gay man, I've always been scared of being profiled, and I feel so free and liberated, and I just wanted to say thank you, BC. I never thought I could do this.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. Thanks so much for sharing that with me. Appreciate it, and thanks for the 100 bits. And Miss L. Reed, thanks so much for gifting 5 subs. Y'all really coming through at the end of the stream today.
Love my crema. We.
Does Keemstar know about Lori? She seems like the type.
Honestly, Amorous Critic, it's a surprise that Lori Beth 428 hasn't found her way over to a lolcow show. She really does seem like she'd fit right on in with the LCU, especially, what was Scooter's mom's name? She kind of reminds me of Scooter's mom. You know who I'm talking about? I can't think of that woman's name anymore. Racist Gidgey. Yes, that's her name. Racist Gidgey. First and last. First name racist, last name Gidgey. Yes. That's her. Yeah, she's kind of giving that. Not that Lori Beth has necessarily done anything racist. I'm just saying Gidgey is racist, and Lori Beth kind of reminds me of Gidgey. I don't think she'd be able to hack people being rude to her. No, you're probably right about that. I think Lori is racist, my opinion. No, I didn't say she was or wasn't. I just said we haven't seen anything. I don't think we've seen anything necessarily yet that would suggest.
I didn't, because I wanted to like make sure I was gonna be there, like that they liked me and that I liked it, and so I wanted things to settle down. And I told Burke, I said, text Granny and tell her I'm gonna start paying for my car in November, because she told me. She kept saying, "Don't worry, yeah, don't worry," and then she didn't pay. Hasn't paid it for 4 months.
Love my crema.
And there's more. There's more. It's worse. It gets worse.
Jamie, thanks for the bits. Appreciate it. Honestly, it's kind of like, it's kind of fucked up for her mom to just not pay for it if she had the ability to pay for it, to just not pay for it just because she wanted to get one in on her daughter. But wow, I guess I really am no longer surprised that Lori Beth just shares her whole entire fucking dirty laundry on the internet like this.
There are 2 more worse things. One is, Bert got in touch with her, and she said, yes, I unblocked her. Because I wanted to anyways, but I had to, right? And I just spent $400 re-registering the car, which is still in her name. So I spoke to her at work and told her, I said, Mom, the car was repossessed. And she was like, it's okay, don't worry about it, okay? Well, I'll figure it out, I'll pay. I said, how many months have you not paid? So a load was, and then I said, Mom, I got a job and I was planning on paying you back and everything. I just need to get on my feet again. And she's like, you know what? I am so proud of you. I was telling her all about my job and everything. She said, I'm so proud of you. And then we hung up. I said, okay, I'm at work. I'll talk to you later. We hung up and she called me back. And she was crying. She's like, I just want to let you know I just love you so much. And I couldn't say it back to her. I couldn't lie and say I love you too. I said, we'll work everything out, Mom. I know. It's going to be okay. She goes, I don't want to text anymore. I want to only talk. I said, okay, well, it's a good thing that we didn't talk for a few months because you've been going through things, because she told me something about her finances. And I said, I just wasn't in a good space to talk to you and add.
Oh my god. And this is why I love the internet. This is why I love YouTube. Because people will really be out here telling the internet that they don't love their mom. And how they couldn't lie about that after being sad about their car getting repoed because of their mom. Like, we're just really sharing everything.
All this on, every time I got excited about a job prospect, so. And then she called me back another time to tell me one other thing, and I said, okay, we'll talk, I'm at work. She goes like, okay. And then, hang on.
Girl, you okay?
I so wanted to come and do, like, after 2 weeks, my full week of work, do this, a great video, and I was so happy. And I even said to my mother on the phone, I said, she goes, you know what, I'm so proud of you. You really work so hard for everything. And I said, you know, I just prayed, I told her, I said, I prayed to God, and I said, and I knew God would not let me be homeless. So, like, I got the job right when I wouldn't have had any money for rent. And then I started to get the texts from her, the crazy.
Lori Beth, I fear it's time to log off. Although the time to log off was actually in 2018 when you clicked go live and started doing this video. Like what, Diva?
The crazy texts. Things like
Does she still post? Occasionally. Her most recent posts have been about a hospital stay. She's posted, what's in my bag, packing bags for a hospital stay. Hashtag hospital, hashtag bag, hashtag hiatal hernia. That was her most recent post. And she hasn't gone live in a year, but she has posted some videos. So did y'all just hear that clown ass horn outside of my house? Did y'all hear that? That was crazy. All right. We'll watch a little bit more of this because I'm enthralled, but we're obviously not going to watch the entire 2-hour long the 2-hour long live stream about her car being repossessed.
she said, so good speaking to you. You hurt me by blocking me. I felt left all alone. So alone. Well, I did too when you left within a week and left everything in your apartment and left me and Burke. I felt really alone and then blocked us for 2 months. I felt alone then too. And I had to handle everything. And thank God, one of my subscribers helped move me from the 2-bedroom to the 1-bedroom. And then when you wouldn't and would come and wouldn't and would come for my leg and everything, I begged her to come, even to just be with me, whatever. She says, but I forgive you and wish you well. And then, as for my car, until I get to the bottom of this, I suggest you rent a car from Enterprise. It is real cheap. And then sends me Miley Cyrus songs. Look what they've done to my song. Like, and then Jack.
Sorry, Diva, that your car got repossessed. Here's some Miley Cyrus songs to make you feel better. Here you go, Diva.
Jackson Brown running on empty. And I wrote in all caps, I don't want to text. Suddenly you don't want to text. That's all you ever did. So I said, you said it yourself. She goes, don't yell at me, young lady. LOL. So then I go and I found a way to contact the loan, because I have some of the paperwork and I have the VIN number and I know who it's through and I don't have the account number and it's in her name. So they won't give me any information because it's not my car. And all my things are in it and they won't release it to any of my things. Yes, I'm sure it's my mother texting me. And they won't release it to me because it's not my things. So let's see. All my prescription glasses are in there. Shoes, a bag in the back, a handbag, like paperwork, my things.
My things.
So I said, please answer your phone. She goes, can I call you later? Like she's playing a game. This is what she's doing. I said, no. So she like pacified me on the phone. She answered because she thought maybe Burke and I were calling for something else. I don't know. She goes, later, alligator. I said, Mom, please answer the phone. I need to speak with you. She goes, crazy lady here. I said, I'm at work. I have someone here training me. I need to speak with you. Please pick up the phone. She goes, all joking aside, I have no money to give you. So I said, which is fine, okay? Like, had I known, maybe I could have done something. But I never asked her for money. She just said, I'll give it to you. We'll work it out. Don't worry about it. But forget about that. Let's say I could get the money, right?
What do you mean you never asked her for money? You told her you couldn't afford to pay your car payment, and then she said, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it." Also, yeah, all these personal calls while she's at work training at a brand new job. For sure. It's a wonder why she's unable to keep a job. It's a wonder.
I said, you called me back to tell me that you love me. Please talk to me on the phone. She goes, I love my daughter and grandson. I said, please answer the phone. It's not dementia. Then I get the, I'm driving, do not disturb. My car is in Santa Ana. I said, they won't allow me to even get my personal belongings because I'm not you. They would need you, a notarized letter from you saying that it's okay to pick up my personal belongings from the car. The clicker from my apartment complex is in there, and that's like $150 if you lose it. You know,
I've
like,
trained at least 8 people, or like 8 people since the end of last year, and at least half of them are like this. I'm so sorry to hear that, Colin. This must be miserable. Even Chantal doesn't rely on her mommy in this way. It's a lot. It sounds like she has a very, or had a very toxic relationship with her mom. It's really wild.
Let's just say, so I thought, okay, well, you know, if neither one of us has the money to, which is like $2,000 to pay for the car, you know, at least can I get my things? So
my last jury duty was a guy who attacked a repo guy. That's crazy. Can we get Lori Beth to meet a man on international Tinder? Could you imagine her moving to Kuwait for Salah?
Cost me more because if I get a rental, I need a clicker. I said, Mom, my driving glasses are in the car, my work shoes, a handbag, please. The apartment clicker, which they will charge me for, my car charger. She said, I feel so bad on so many levels. She just spent an hour of office begging. They are charging her something in legal fees. My heart is with you in your quest for money, but I must be a rock. They will evict me and it will go on my credit. I'll have no place to go. I have been taken down the primrose path. I said, for now, forget about the money part. I need to get my things. And I can't because I'm not you. Can you please pick up the phone? And if she doesn't pay, which already, it will go into an auction. It's going to go on her credit. So
just what is the primrose path?
I'm trying to avoid that too.
She said, fuck your eviction. What about my glasses? My glasses! My glasses! I can't see without my glasses.
I mean, all caps, please, I'm begging you. She goes, you people are relentless. Now you want to talk, but for months you blocked me and never asked how I was or anything.
Now, see, that's manipulative, because of course your daughter wants to talk when her car got repossessed and you're the only person that can fix it. The primrose path, a phrase coined by Shakespeare, literally stands for a path strewn with flowers and means taking the path of pleasure, indulgence, or the easy route in life. Not y'all looking it up. Girl, I didn't know what it meant.
I said, can you at least, you know, if I can come up with the money and start paying on the car, give it directly to Volkswagen, can you talk to me so I can give you the phone number to call them, to authorize them to let me get my glasses out of the car? I will call no one. I am sorry you find yourself in a jam, but I know you will figure it out.
I'll call no one.
I said, I always wanted to talk to you. When I got the job, you're the first person I wanted to call and tell him I have no car. Mom, I have no car, no money. I had no money. I voice texted. It doesn't make any sense what I wrote. She said, you find yourself with another car that's being repossessed, which I've never had a car repossessed before. Too bad. You shouldn't have left anything in the car if you weren't paying for it. Now I have to take an aspirin for my headache and go to sleep. Not one word about my predicament.
Too bad. Oh well. I gotta take an aspirin for this headache.
See, selfish daughter. Because of her predicament. I didn't talk to her about it because she was lying anyways about the details. And I just continued to write and write and write. And Burke tried to call her.
Wild.
So, obviously I had to, like, continue working.
Whatever she's cooking has long since burned.
My boss was like, if you need, I had to tell him. Because it wasn't just, like, drama, like my boyfriend yelled at me or something. It was, like, serious. He's like, if you need to take, a day off to get your affairs. I said, no, I don't want to do that. I need the money, And they're all very, really understanding. I'm sorry, I'm not reading comments. I'm telling a story right now as I'm cooking, so I'm just not reading the comments. I'm sorry.
All right. I think we might leave it there, but that was a wild ride. That was a wild ride. I don't know if you noticed that whole car repo thing. I didn't have a lot to say because that was just so unexpected. So unexpected. That was insane. Respectfully, I can see how she got into MLMs. They target people this desperate for money. No, that checks out. And then the gag is that she couldn't even keep her MLM job. That's also crazy. That's also crazy. All right, YouTubies! Bye, YouTubies. Subscribe!